This is the Microsoft Project Planner screen looks like. You can see over here that I have opened the new file, and thus by default the name came over here is project 1. Before going to develop the project over here, first we should become aware of the various functions that are available in this particular MSP software. We will start from the first tasks menu. You can see from here the main menu bar. This is the file. So when you click on the file, you can see from here you can create the new file. You can open any existing file. This is the part over where you can save your files, the part over where you can take out the prints of your file, as well as you can even send. Moving ahead, this is the edit menu. The edit menu is consisting of undo function, cut, copy picture. We can link the task over here, we can unlink the task. Now let me clear to all of you that task means activities or work. So a project is consisting of various tasks and we need to develop the logical sequence of this task. That means we need to link up this task with one another. So this is about splitting the task. This is to find something or to replace, and then again the object is consisting of various parts. The third parameter is related to the view section. As if now you can see over here it is clicked on the second option, that is Gantt chart. So describing about it, you can again look over here. This particular section is the part over where we will insert the details of the project. Along with the insertion of the details of the project in the tabular form, this particular section is representing the Gantt chart section. It is consisting of the date. By default it is showing the date on which the project is being made. Over here you can see the days. Again this dotted section H section is representing the days which are off. It means that for this particular project, by default the calendar is consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 working days and so on. So whenever you will develop the project, it will skip these 2 days, Saturday and Sundays, and then the counting will again start from this part. So this is the Gantt chart. Once we develop the project, then we can move ahead and see the difference by clicking on the network diagrams, task usage, tracking Gantt chart, resource sheet, resource graph, etc. This is the insert section over where we need to utilize it for inserting the new task, maybe for inserting the recurring task. What is the meaning of recurring task, that we will discuss further. Again it is consisting of various parts related to hyperlink. Format is consisting of the changes related to the font. It can be changes related to the grid lines or the time scale or the text style, etc. Tools, it is consisting of the various tools options. If you want to develop a small project over this side and this project is a part of some mega project, then we can link up this project with another project by utilizing this particular task, that is known as tab link between projects. Many more functions are given over here. Once we do the planning, and then at the time of execution we need to follow the planning, and that time we need to track what is planned and what actually is going on. So this is the part which highlights the utilization of MSP at the time of execution of work. Many more functions are given over here. Then project, again the project is consisting of the details that needs to be filled according to the individual project. Over here we insert the project details, work breakdown structure, outline, filters, what we want to see, sort it, then the collaborate, we want to publish, it is related to the various other functions. Windows, we can split the window and carry out our work in the 2 parts, and this is again the help section. Now one by one, while doing the task, while carrying out the development of the project, we will utilize all these graphical representations for the particular command. So to start up with the project, we will go in the sequence, and the first part is to write down the starting date of the project. Now again it is a part of discussion. If you don't know that when you want to start your project, then you are in need to write down when you want to complete your project. So either of two, that means the starting date of the project or the completion of the date of the project, you should be aware of. Over here we will consider the starting date of project. So this is our step number 1. We will go to project. Look carefully. We are going to the project. Over project, then we will click to project information. As soon as you click on the project information tab, you will see a new window which is opened over here. Now this window is consisting of the start date, finish date, schedule from, current date, status date, calendar, priority, and etc. So as we know that when we want to start our project, suppose we want to start the project on 1st of May. So what we will do is that we will make the changes in the start date. We will go over here. We will click on this pop down menu, and from here we will click on the May month, and then we will insert 1st of May 2020 as the starting date of your project work. Now watch carefully that we haven't inserted the part of the finish date, because while inserting the various tasks and then establishing the logical sequence depending upon their duration, it will automatically calculate the date for completion of project. Now from where you want to schedule, again it is giving two options. First is project start date, that means it will consider project start date at day number 1, or you can do in the reverse way by considering the project finish date. So we will keep it as project start date. Current date is showing over here. Over here, if you want to do the checking at the mid of the time somewhere, then we can change this part, otherwise the status date will remain by default the same. Now what is calendar, that we will discuss in the next step. As if now we will keep the calendar as standard only, and in this step we have just inserted the starting date of your project. Okay, after filling the information we will click over here. Okay, so again I will repeat. In the first step we went to the project, then we clicked on the project information, and from there we have made the changes in the start date of the project, and then we clicked on OK. So this is the first step of the development.